Good afternoon, Russell students and staff. I'm Gregory.
And I'm Zach.
And you are inside the nest.
Attention students, beginning today, all students will be dismissed at 3:10. The bridge is open and the need for early dismissal for parent pickup will no longer be required. Again, this begins today.
Now to Colton with today's weather.
All right, today's weather got a high of 66, low of 44 with no rain. Back to you on Inside the Nest.
Thank you, Colton.
Attention, Rossville students. There will be a meeting held tonight at 6:30 p.m. in the art room for any student interested in traveling to Italy and France during the fall of 2025. While this trip will focus on art and artists, any Rossville Middle High School student or alumni is welcome to attend. You must bring a parent to the meeting this Thursday if you're interested. For questions or more information, please see Mrs. Martinez.
Any athlete needing to order a letter jacket patch must see Mrs. Humpko by tomorrow, Friday, November 17th.
Now to Keaton with today's sports.
Sports for today, boys basketball at home at 6 against Lewis Cass. Back to you on Inside the Nest.
Thank you, Keaton.
Auditions for the Hive Mind Theater Troupe's annual Murder Mystery Dinner Theater play will be held on Wednesday, November 29th from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. in the auditorium. More information will be made available and posted on Canvas. See Mr. Neuhauser if you have any questions.
Now to Kaylin with today's lunch.
Today's lunch is popcorn chicken or barbecue rib sandwich, broccoli with cheese, carrots and celery, mandarin oranges, and goldfish. Tomorrow's lunch is cheese pizza or ham and cheese croissant, tossed salad, fresh fruit and vegetables, and a fruit cup. Back to you on Inside the Nest.
Thanks, Kaylin.
Team pictures will be taken after school on December 7th for the following teams: JV and varsity girls basketball, C-team JV and varsity boys basketball, varsity wrestling, high school cheer, 7th and 8th grade cheer, and 7th and 8th grade boys basketball. Please make sure you have your uniform with you on that date. Picture order forms can be picked up on the wall outside Mrs. Homko's office, and you will need to be given to the photographer with payment at the time of pictures. Pictures can also be ordered online at bharmonphoto.com.
Now to Mr. Wilson and Simon Wilson with an awesome message about recycling.
Picking up all this litter. Why? You didn't notice it? Look at this stuff. You got cans, bottles, bottle with gum. It's everywhere. It's ridiculous. They're saving some more over here. Oh, man. Why am I doing this? Dude, this is nature. We're supposed to protect it.
How do we do that?
Well, first off, we don't litter. All right? We make sure that we find opportunities, stuff that we have, and we recycle.
Make sure to recycle this when I can finish it.
Well, actually, we can't recycle that. So maybe we should step into the laboratory and discuss what we can and can't recycle.
That's a good idea.
All right, let's go. Well, I'm glad you can make it into the science room. This is where we're going to learn about what we can and can't recycle. Now, when we talk about recycle, we're actually talking about the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce, number one thing we want to do, don't produce the waste. Reuse. You know, if we have a water bottle here, and, you know, the rest of the day we can fill it back up and use that. Now, we don't want to use it over and over again, but we could reuse that a couple times instead of just grabbing a new one. Finally, the last part is recycle. If we can't do the first two, then we want to definitely make sure it gets in the recycling and not in the garbage. So we have various items up here. Now, you're probably pretty familiar with the most common, our plastic containers, right? When we have our plastic containers, one of the things that we want to do is, obviously, we want to finish whatever's in it, okay? No liquids can be actually in the container when we do recycling. So what do you do if it still has liquid in it?
Either drink it or pour it out.
That's right. We have sinks in the bathroom, or you could just pour it out in one of the drinking fountains and then find a classroom and recycle it. But when we do recycle it, we actually want to smash it down like this, right? Full of air, push it down, squeeze the air out, put the cap on. Why do we want to do that?
Save space.
That's right. Space is one of the number one costs when it comes to recycling, because we have to transport all these things to the different facility, and if it's full of air, we're actually transporting air for that. The other thing we commonly see is our aluminum cans. Yes, again, make sure all the liquid's out, and these too can be smashed. A little bit more difficult, but again, taking out that air, helping with the transportation. We can recycle other types of aluminum, you know? You had a baked potato for lunch. Didn't finish it. Can't recycle that, but you can recycle the aluminum. That's aluminum. Any homework no longer need, already been checked over, go ahead and recycle that. Don't put it in the garbage, all right? That's important. Things that we cannot recycle, gum packages, mint packages, any type of food packages, whether it's the bar Simon was eating, or even our simple Dum Dum wrapper. Enjoy the Dum Dum, but throw away the wrapper. All those things need to go in the garbage. Paper towel is one of the other things that most people ask, can I recycle? It's paper. We're recycling paper. Yeah, that's true, but typically these are already used. Nobody wants a used recycled paper towel. So, those are the things we want to do. You want to do your part. Teachers, when you get a shipment, nice box, lots of things in it, okay? The paper can typically be recycled too. And you want to make sure that at the end, before you put it in there, go ahead and flatten it down, break it down, because again, that saves space, not only for our containers, but again, for the recycler as it goes for that. So make sure you do your part. We have these blue recycling bins in all the classrooms, and so it takes a few more steps to go ahead and do that. If you want to learn more about why it's important to recycle, you're more than welcome to sign up for the AP Environmental Science class, all right? We'll learn all the hazards that go into some of these materials when they're out there in the environment, what damage they can do. So we look forward to doing your part. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Wilsons. Rossville, let's do our part.
Now let's hear what Rossville is thankful for.
Braden Spence said, I'm thankful for basketball and golf season. I'm also thankful for every staff member.
Mrs. Washburn says that she's thankful for her fantastic homeroom.
Grace Pierce said, I'm thankful for family because they bring joy.
Today's joke.
What do you call a horse and bee that live in the same neighborhood?
What?
Neighbors.
I've been Gregory.
And I've been Zach.
And you've been Inside the Nest.